Good evening. This is Spirit University, and I'm Spirit, your host. This is something new because I realized today that there is, I couldn't wait to updates and issues next month because there are important things that my tribe, uh, my spiritual tribe, needs to know. And so I figured um, I would, come in and film and let you all know what's going on with me right now. And this is called a Spotlight on Spirit, just living my best life. And I might keep it, I'm not sure. I'll wait and see because there are a lot of things considering that I have two rare illnesses. And then another small one, uh, and a lot of stuff can happen within that timeline in between the previous month and the upcoming month. So I might keep it, I might not. I'm not sure. That'll be another series added, which would make it 8 or 9 series that I have going on at the same time. So uh, today I had to follow up on my doctor's orders that my PCP gave me Thursday because of the problem with my leg, my left leg. And I have pain and swelling and whew, going on in the leg. Today, so far, it's not so bad. But up till today, it was awful, you know. Uh, so she gave me an order for, she said, blood test because she needed to check my kidneys because they were damaged by the sarcoidosis before it went into remission. Not really bad, but uh, there is some damage. Uh, so she has to check it frequently, my vitamin D frequently, all of that. And so my A1C. So she wanted to do the labs for that reason. Then she wanted me to get an X-ray of my left knee because most of the pain that's going on is around, the kneecap and the kneecap. And I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure. But a possibility is that my last cardiologist could have damaged something uh, when he was trying to open up my vein. That's a possibility. Another possibility is that I could have another Baker's cyst. I had one before, and those things are painful, especially when they drain. And I'm praying that's not it. Uh, and then it could be a third issue. It could be a hairline fracture in my kneecap in the bone someplace. It could be that. And those are pain, even though they're tiny, 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 the size of a hair, they are painful because I had it in my toes. Two of my toes were one time, and I could hardly walk. And when I went to the orthopedic doctor, I'll probably have to do that. Uh, I, I won't no for 5 days. Okay, so I have to wait 5 days. Uh, so my orthopedic doctor, all he could do was wrap it and put that heavy boot on it for it to heal. Then I had to come back. I think it was like a month or something like that until it healed. I had to keep the boot on. Uh, I don't look forward to that again. That's terrible. So it could be that one of those things. I don't know, but it's painful. So we go through things for a reason, in God's eyes, and, and mostly it's to learn. And maybe He want me to learn something, God, and thank you for that. But I asked you, God, could you do it in the less painful way? Just a little, just less, All right, okay, whatever. I accept. So that's it for the knees. So today, uh, my daughter was off yesterday and today for Labor Day, and so uh, she took me to my doctor's office building, and it has the labs and X-ray. That's like 5 minutes from my condominium. It's like around the corner. You literally could throw a rock and hit the building. Uh, that's how close we are. If she was really strong, you could. So we went there. She took me to there. We arrived there around 11. I signed in for the lab. Then I was called for the labs. Didn't have to wait long, maybe 5 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. She called me, did. I gave blood, 3 vials, and then I had to do a urine. Then I came back out and I had to sign in for the, what do you call it? The X-ray of my knee. That was quick too. There was no problem. It was a little painful, but uh, no problem. And then after that, I waited for my doctor, and I had a misunderstanding about things. I didn't find out about it until like a few moments in, and she wanted me to come and get a prednisone shot in my knee. Ooh, that even sounds painful. In my knee, the pain and the swelling in my knee, but it was too late. And also, I had set up an appointment for her assistant told me, and that she would call me, and with the results and all that and everything. I had some cookies for my doctor, 3 cans of those cookies. I think they're Danish cookies. They're in the blue can and it melts in your mouth. The cookies. I had 3 cans. I left one at the desk and for the tech for X-ray and for the lab workers. And then I left 2 for my PCP and for her, the other worker that working back with for the other doctors and stuff. So I left that, and then I had another appointment, my hematologist, and I was nervous about that. So we went there. It took about, I don't know, because of the work on the road, uh, it took us longer than normal. So I guess it was maybe 20, 25 minutes of getting there. I signed in, gave them the papers at the desk, and waited. I say it was probably 20 minutes of waiting for the doctor. I had to take my blood pressure and my temperature and stuff. My blood pressure was up because I was up early and concerned about the X-rays and stuff. I think it was like 160 over 91. That's high for me because my blood pressure is normally uh, like athletes, like maybe 110 over 60 or maybe I don't know, 20 over 75, something like that. Uh, and sometimes it's lower than that. Uh, uh, so I was concerned about it. So was the girl, and she took it again. It went down like 140 or 60. That's still high for me. Never, but high. And she said, white coat syndrome? I said, yeah. I said, I don't know if he's going to be a angel, talking about the doctor, or ASS. And everybody laughed. My daughter and girl. And she told me he was real nice and everything. So that calmed me down for a few minutes until he came in. And he was really nice. He had a smile on his face. And uh, when he came in, he thought my daughter was me. I was sitting on the thing where patients sit when the doctor wanted to, uh, check your breath and all that, how I was bleeding, how I was breathing and stuff. And he asked me after that, after he checked my breathing and everything, and he asked me why I was there. I said, this is a consult from my PCP, and she wants you to check to see uh, uh, why I'm always anemic. Uh, because it never reaches over 12 or something like that. Never. All my life. Never, 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 never. And she can't figure out what it is. And she figured a specialist could check it out and find out what's going on. And then he asked me, do I bleed sometime? Uh, I said, yeah. I said, my nose. I sometimes bleed from the nose. Uh, and I said, that's it. And then uh, he wanted to show me something about my labs, previous labs and everything. And none of them, the months leading up to today, was normal. They were low, So he asked me, what else he asked me? I can't, oh, darn it. I was right there. He asked me something. Oh, about my periods. I said, yeah, I bled heavy, real, real bad. And uh, he asked my daughter, and she said, not real bad, and it doesn't bother her anymore. And then my daughter said that she was diagnosed with thalassemia. And so he didn't understand, and he said, "Oh, back and forth." And so it was funny, nice. Uh, and then my daughter said, "No, no, I was diagnosed with thalassemia, but she take iron, and it's like 14 something." But me, oh Lord, no. I try to take it by mouth, iron. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. My CSID, oh my God, kicked up. It was awful. Well, the pain was terrible, coming from everywhere. I was vomiting, and stuff was coming from both ends. And then I had the pain, the pain, the pain. Oh God. I said, and I told my GI doctor what happened, and he said maybe you can take it IV. All right. I got a feeling, a bad feeling that I won't be able to take it by, even by IV. And then so he said, I know you're a GI doctor. I said, you mean, Dr. Ishmael? He said, yeah, we're friends. I haven't seen him, though. It's been a long time to tell him hello when you see him. I said, I will. I'll probably see him next month, maybe this month. I think at the end of this month, I'll see him on the 29th. So I have to tell him. But so we did well. We connected on a spiritual ground, spiritual basis, and I like that. Uh, but he's very, very busy. It's the same as my PCP. And my daughter commented on the time it took. I said, all of my doctors, if they are good, they are very busy. But we don't have to wait that long ever. So I think I might take him something back when I see him next month. Maybe some cookies, maybe just a couple pound cakes from Publix. Uh, we don't have a Publix here. Uh, maybe from Smith's or what's the name of the other? Sprouts. I don't know if they have good bakeries or not because I don't can't buy it, so I don't know. But if they do, then I'll bring them something back, or maybe some cookies or something. I don't. I'm not sure yet. I like to give my doctors gifts because I know. Oh, my doctor said he didn't know of anybody with CSID. He said I was the first person that he met with CSID. That's how rare it is. Uh, and uh, I told him, I say, you know that the medication he had directed me to take, I can't take it. I said I had a bad reaction to it. And the only medication that they make for CSID, I can't take it. So I still have problems, not as bad as they were, uh, but I did still have the problem. And sometimes if I smell something, uh, I would get definitely nauseated. It's like, smell it and then gag like I'm gonna vomit. And then sometimes it's really, 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 really bad that I smell it and, and I feel the nausea coming up and I wait, but then it get worse and it starts coming up and I have to run to the bathroom. And that's without eating anything. It's just the smell, you know. And and then sometimes it's not even with the smell. It's just out of the blue. I will get nauseated, but it will pass. So with the gastrophoresis, the CID, which is rare, 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 uh, and the sarcoidosis, which is rare. I'm an interesting person, but uh, my doctor said I'm unique. I'm special, and I don't want to be special if I have to have these, because they can be a headache. They are so much a part of my life. Uh, and the specialist, because I have to see them so frequently because of the diagnosis. They have to be spot on, especially with the sarcoidosis. They have to check it and make sure I'm still in remission. So they have to constantly follow me. And then with the CSID, and now the thalassemia, they gonna have to tighten up on the maintenance and seeing me. So it's like, I would say right now, it's 75% of my life, and I only have 25%. So, but I thank God for that because He brought me back from the brink of death. So I can't complain. I just thank Him for that, and that I am here still for my daughter because she needs me. And when he said that about the rarity and him as a specialist had never, I said, oh boy, I am really in trouble. And I hope he is a good, excellent, not good, excellent, excellent, excellent doctor. And we continue. We had a good rapport. When I saw him, I praying that it continued to be cut out. It had to be continuous, and I had to be seeing him for a long, long time, and maybe have an IV iron. I don't like the IVs. I used to have the IVs for my sarcoidosis, uh, and that long time, at least, I think it was like 2 hours of my time, and it starts with weekly, on a weekly basis, and with the sarcoid, the remicade, it will start with weekly, then every 2 weeks, then monthly, and then it would go to 3 months, then 6 months, like that. So a lot of time, whole lot of time, but I can't complain. I'm here. I'm alive. So that is the spotlight on spirit. Okay, why me? So that is what's going on in my life right now, and I just have to put the results for my knee, and if I can have a prednisone shot in my knee for the pain and inflammation. So that's the most important thing. And the doctor today, the hematologist, he does feel that it is thal- thal- thalassemia uh, because it's genetic. And my daughter couldn't have gotten it from the air. So I feel that I am the one because my ex never had problems with anemia or anything like that. It was only I all my life. So I feel that it's me. But the rare thing and interesting thing is that it says that what is Southern, what is it, Asians, Jews, uh, Alaskans, uh, Northern Indians, or something like that, other only people that get it genetically. So uh, my ancestry is correct with the Jewish part, the Indian part, the Southern Asian, uh, all of that. So that proves my ancestry right. So uh, I will close now and thank you so much for coming and hearing me rattling on about my diagnosis and my rarity. But the CSID thing with him is interesting. That's the only word I can say. And he said, "You're unique." And I don't want to be unique. I don't want to be special. I just want to have, be a healthy, normal person. But I'm not, so I'm thankful to God for all He's given me. And I would say good night to my tribe until the next time. And take care of yourself and each other. And I will say, please pass this information on. And thank you and good night.